What's up, everybody? Today we're talking about Stranger Things. I know everybody's already got Stranger Things out of their system. The show is over. The finale's over. Conformity Gate didn't happen. Oh my gosh! But I haven't made a video in a while, so I want to talk about it. So hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, had a happy New Year. Let's talk about Stranger Things. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat what everybody's been talking about, but there's two things that nobody's talking about. They're the biggest issues with the show for me, but I've not seen anybody else talk about them. And let's get started, I guess. Number one is Dustin. He's not Dustin in season 5. I don't understand what happened. They pretty much said, "Hey, let's kill off Dustin." They sacrificed Dustin for Eddie Munson. They sacrificed Dustin's character for Eddie Munson, and I don't understand why they would do that. Dustin is my favorite character in the entire show. Steve Harrington also, but since day one, Dustin has been my favorite character in this entire show. And they just made him Eddie Munson. His entire personality, they just carbon copied Eddie Munson. It's like Eddie died, and Dustin felt the need to be the sole pole bearer of Eddie's spirit being. I have no clue what I'm talking about, but it felt that he needed to carry the torch. Like the whole Hellfire Club, the haircut, the attitude, the music, literally everything. He just pretty much copied and pasted Eddie Munson's personality onto him, and you sacrificed one of the best characters of the entire show, arguably my favorite, the best character of this entire show. Dustin was not Dustin. Eddie Munson's death literally became his entire personality. Eddie was Dustin's personality this season, and I did not like that. It was a major sacrifice, and it was an unneeded one. Sure, it created great moments in the show. That scene with Dustin and Steve Harrington having that conversation about Eddie, and then you see the fear in Dustin's eyes and breaking down and hugging Steve because he was scared to lose Steve. He already lost Eddie. But it created for some nice moments. But overall, the season, it was too much. They went way too far. They changed the character of Dustin way too much. So that's my number one. My number two. Yo, the Duffer Brothers, did you guys forget the entire mythology of your entire show? Everybody's talking about how there's no demogorgons, demobats, or anything in this abyss, in this other world, because the Upside Down is a bridge from our world to this other world. And so that's where all those creatures are from, right? So why weren't there any demogorgons, demobats, or anything? They're busy having a picnic over off yonder, and they weren't where they needed to be at this point in time, apparently. Okay, fine. That's not even my issue. My issue is, let me show you. That's a demogorgon. Does that's okay, look at that. That's a demo bat. A demo bat, mind you. Okay, that's a demo dog. Okay? Do you think any of these creatures look like they belong in that abyss, Mars looking, Yautja Prime looking planet? Absolutely not. You know where they do look like they belong? They look like they belong in the Upside Down. Duffer Brothers were not thinking about doing this, the Upside Down being a bridge to another planet. They wrote themselves into a wall, and they had to figure out, wrote themselves into a corner and had to figure their way out. That's it. These creatures, the Demogorgon, the Demobat, the Demo Dog, they were designed and developed for the Upside Down. Look at it within the confines of the lore, okay? They're a pale-looking, hairless creature that can't see. All of these guys. You have a demo bat. The bats use echolocations. Where do they live? In the cave. They live in the dark, okay? This thing lives in the dark, clearly. This thing lives in the dark, clearly. They're perfect for the Upside Down, and they're literally made for the Upside Down. That's where these creatures are supposed to live. They were designed for the Upside Down. They were, even lore-wise, they were adapted for the Upside Down. And you're telling me they don't live in the Upside Down? The Upside Down is literally the hallway to get to the next room? They're from the other room? No way. No way. They can't see. You don't need to see in the dark. Okay, I don't need to keep repeating myself, but these creatures were designed for the Upside Down. So you're telling me, and don't even get me started with the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer smoke monster design is so much better than what we got in season 5. That thing looks like it's from like some creature from Monster Hunter or something. That felt like a boss fight in a video game. That did not feel like what the Mind Flayer made you feel in earlier seasons of this show. The Mind Flayer felt like some crazy entity that you have no clue how to kill. This guy, this monster, the Mind Flayer in season 5, you had weak points that you had to shoot 3 times, and then you get your gold coin at the end. Like, I don't understand that fight. They killed off Vecna in 2 seconds. That fight felt so empty. But those are my main gripes, man. Dustin was not Dustin, and these creatures were clearly not designed with the end game in mind. I can't even say with the end game in mind, because they didn't even have this end game in mind. And don't get me wrong, this whole other world idea, the idea is cool. The execution is horrible. The way the planet looked, if you really want to tell me that these creatures are from this other world, that planet should not have looked like Yautja Prime. That thing should, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with Yautja Prime, go watch Predator Badlands. Don't listen to all these other YouTube reviews. That movie was really good. That movie was awesome. Go check it out if you guys haven't watched Predator Badlands. But I'm serious, man. No, you cannot tell me that this Demogorgon is from this other planet, this other other dimensional planet, whatever you want to call it. No way. This thing was designed, developed, and adapted to and for the Upside Down. That's it. That's it, period. The Duffer Brothers just had no clue what they were doing. They wrote themselves into a corner, didn't know what to do. And it's so sad because, I mean, just imagine them right now. If I were the Duffer Brothers, I'd be like an ostrich with my head in the ground. The finale was so lackluster that the entire fan base came up with this nonsensical theory of the Conformity Gate. And I can't even call it nonsensical. It's a really, really cool theory. The idea was really cool. They held the show, the fans held the show up to a higher standard than the Duffer Brothers even did. They held the Duffer Brothers up to a standard that they didn't even hold themselves up to. They were like, yo, no way this was the finale. The show is so good. No way. This finale does not live up to my expectations of the show. This finale was so lackluster. It can't be the finale. No way. It can't be. It can't be. There's got to be a fake episode, a secret episode that's coming out on January 7th. And it didn't come out. And now, you know what people are talking about? Yeah, we're actually going to be getting an entire new season. Season 6 is going to be coming out. Because people are still in denial. People are in denial. That's how disappointed they are with the finale of Stranger Things. I still think Game of Thrones Season 8 was worse than this. But man, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What did you guys think about the Stranger Things finale? What were your biggest gripes about the season? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And let me before I go, I would still recommend people to watch the show if you have not watched Stranger Things. I see a lot of people say, hey, I can't even recommend the show anymore. But I don't think so. I'd still recommend people watch the show if you haven't ever watched it before. It's a unique vision. It's a really cool concept. It's just that this season 5, this last episode, honestly, the earlier parts of season 5 were honestly really cool. Remember when Will, Will used the powers for the first time? That was absolutely insane. That was a really cool ending. Honestly, that ending of that first batch of episodes, that was so much better than the finale of the show. But yeah, man, I'd still recommend people check out the show if you have not checked it out before. It's not like the end of the show ruined the entire thing. The entirety of the show is still good, so I'd still recommend you watch it. But yeah, man, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about Stranger Things as a whole? What do you guys think about the finale? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.